Oh, I didn't realize you were holding the door open for me. So it looks like I've got a 2009 Triumph T100. It's exactly like the Bonneville over there. So this one has got these wire spoked wheels on it. It's got a larger front wheel. It's got like pinstriping, and it's got the pea shooter exhaust pipes, which is kind of cool, very retro. I feel like I need to be wearing a leather jacket, and I need like a 3/4 helmet and goggles riding this bike. So, but whatevers, let's go to work. All right, let's try this sucker. Oh, it's cool. Let's start it up. My hands are gonna get cold. No heated grips. You know what we should do is we should probably just check on the fuel level. Let's just turn it. Oh, it's completely full of fuel. Very nice. Good morning. Aw, puppies. So different. I remember riding the other Bonnie. This one is different from that because it's got a different size front tire, front wheel. I think this also has a 5-speed gearbox, so now on the Ducati, on the Multistrada, I would definitely not let a Honda Civic overtake me. But on the Bonnie, I'm like, meh. You go right ahead. Yep, 5-speed gearbox. I just tried changing up another gear. I'm doing a little over 110 kilometers an hour. This windshield in front is really good at keeping the wind off my chest and a little bit off my helmet, but my legs, oh, my legs are cold. I've got my thicker jeans, my thicker riding jeans on, but I'm really feeling the wind compared to how the fairings on the Multistrada protect my legs, eh? So, alright, well, we're riding to work. I hope you guys can hear me above the wind. I just thought I'd talk a little bit about my quest that I've been on to try and rent a motorcycle while I'm visiting Singapore next week. I had sort of alluded to that possibility in my previous video, how cool it would be if I could, you know, rent and ride a motorcycle in a different country, and you guys get to see a completely different change of scene, but I've encountered a huge roadblock, and basically it doesn't look like I can rent one and ride or drive legally in Singapore. It's really silly. Let me explain. Oh my god. You know, if you're gonna be going slow and... Oh, this is irritating. Alright, left-hand people, you should be passing. You should not be hogging the frickin' lane. Move over! And when people on the right start to overtake, you know, we'll just pull into the right lane here. Because you're being an idiot! Okay, where was I? Yes. So, I'll explain briefly that while I live in Canada, and I've been here since the late 80s, I actually still hold on to my Singapore citizenship, and I only have a permanent resident status in this country, and everything's been working great, you know. I won't go into the details of it, but basically, you know, I'm getting the best of both worlds, and you know, I pay my taxes and everything. It's all good. So this is the first sort of major roadblock that I've encountered. That's the fact that if you are a Singaporean and you want to drive, ride, or whatever, operate a motor vehicle in Singapore, you, by law, have to have a Singapore driver's license. Now, I've been here pretty much most of my life in Canada, and yeah, I did have a Singapore driver's license once for a short period when I was in the military, but that has since expired like a long time ago, and of course they've got no record of it now. I can't just go and renew it, so I have to essentially convert my foreign driver's license to a Singapore driver's license, and that includes having to take a road test, I think a written test, a road test, pay a bunch of money, blah blah blah. Long story short, I will not have the necessary documents and stuff in place for me to rent and ride in Singapore. I could probably head to Malaysia and rent and ride a motorcycle there, because there I would be considered a tourist, and I think, you know, they would be okay with my Canadian driver's license and my IDP, or international driving permit, which is, by the way, accepted in like many countries in the world, including Singapore. But if I had a Singapore license, then only can I ride. So yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm going for a family event, but even though my trip is relatively short, about 10 days, I'm still going to have, you know, a couple of days to, you know, bum around and just relax. So I was really looking forward to getting some interesting footage for you guys to see. I'm actually riding my bike to the airport, and I'm parking my bike at the airport, which is an interesting little situation in itself. So I hope to record some of that footage on Sunday. So anyway, guys, yeah, I think I'll leave it there. My hands are cold, my legs are cold. Ugh. My nose is starting to run. I mean, this bunny is pretty sweet. Don't know if you guys can hear it, it's just purring along. I have to say though, I think my Ducati is more comfortable. This seat is weirdly shaped. I feel like I'm just sitting on a barrel, like a small bucket turned sideways. Okay, what's he doing? Oh, he has no signal. His lights were ignored. So it's using the bicycle hand signal to tell me it's gonna turn. That's pretty funny, but I got it. That sure beats, you know, people who don't indicate at all. I wish I had a clock on this thing. I want to know what time it is. I know I'm gonna be late. Doesn't look right with me wearing this kind of a helmet while I'm riding this bike. I feel like I'm wronging it somehow. I need to have like the leather jacket, goggles and everything. Yeah, this bike picks up pretty quick. And it's very gentle and undramatic about it, so you don't notice you're doing over the speed limit until you look down and go, oh my gosh, I'm almost doing 70. I'm cold. I need to pee. This bike makes me want to pee. This guy is slow. I want to pee. The slow guy makes me want to pee. You know what we could do to get in front of this guy? We can go here. Should be able to get in front of him. Ooh. They've been working on this bridge for a while now, but it looks like they've only just recently opened up the new road. That is cool. We got to go onto the new road on the old bridge. Well, the bridge is going to be replaced, but this is funky. See, we used to go down that way there, underneath that bridge there, that railroad bridge. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. Maybe we're going to turn it into a park. And this is the new way. Oh, this foot peg is very loose. This is a real hipster bike. I feel like this is a really hipster bike. I feel like hipsters will like give me a nod even if they don't own a motorcycle. Hipsters who don't own a motorcycle or have a motorcycle license will like buy this and put it in their living room just so that they can stare at it every time they walk into their living room and they go, I'm hip, I'm cool. Retro is in. Isn't that cool? Seems to go with the street. Cobblestones, not cobblestones, paved street. Alright. Oh, there she is. There she is. Oh. Okay, let's go see the damage. I'm here. I took a different route and I think it was a little faster.
Awesome. Good.
Alright, ready to go home. So, the bill wasn't too bad. It was under $1,000, which is nice. I had the belts done not too long ago, so that saved some money. They did say I will need a new chain and sprocket, but I'm gonna do that after winter. I'll let this set take the brunt of the winter. And of course, I've ordered a new tire. I've called around a few places and then I got these guys here to quote me. And they're all pretty much the same price, so I'll let them do it. The only other way to save rubber is just to not ride like a hooligan, but can't help it. Well, I'm not a hooligan, but you know what I mean. Go get some gas. Oh, and the other thing, they said they'll have to replace the rotors. My front rotors are warped and will need to be replaced. So prices are coming down now that summer is officially over, which is nice. Anyway, yeah, it looked like my bike got a clean bill of health. Other than the usual things that are wearing and tearing, the valves didn't actually need any adjustment whatsoever. They were all within spec, which is nice. It's got fresh oil, new brake pads on the rear. It's amazing what fresh oil does. It just shifting feels smoother and everything. It's just amazing. Alright, let's get some go juice. But I don't get a green light. Oh wait, they got turning. Silly me. Oh, I smell food. Must be coming from the pub. It smells like barbecue. I'm hungry now. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go home and try and edit all this video together and try and make something cohesive that you guys will enjoy. And in a few days' time, I'm actually headed off on my trip. And I'll see you guys in about 2 weeks. Promise to try and get some of that San Francisco footage edited in for you guys to watch. And yeah, you know, life gets in the way and all that. Anywho, oh, look, it's another pickup in front of us again. It's like what it's been like the whole day, right? Just following pickup trucks. Anywho, yeah, gonna sign off, gonna start the video now, and just enjoy the rest of the ride home by myself. So, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.